prepared, organized, easy to follow, and makes the material interesting. That's not my evaluation. It's your students. I got on the website and looked at some of the comments your students have. Now, one thing that was also on there is that she gives easy tests. You're my kind of teacher. But obviously, it was over and over again repeated.
Research.
That was what we saw today. More of that, more in need of doing that very thing. You open, title, close with the title, that's always fun. You took us through the interesting parts of this topic, which is very unique. I've never heard anybody talk about photographic memory and how it relates to your family and all that. Now, the object of this speech was to research, speech number 7, to research your material. And you did. You had the stories, and then boom, here comes some facts interlaced in there. Very masterful, and makes it interesting, obviously prepared and organized. Your purpose was clear, and your body language and gestures, when it's not there, I can just see those over and again, how effective that was in watching your family work with this person who had photographic memory. When we look at what happened with you since you joined the club, and we visited briefly, was you're used to being in front of a class where timing is not that critical. They're just going to have to get over it. And you come into this club and we got this timer and real tight guidelines, and that's difficult. And I've seen you get real hard on yourself about that. But what can you do? I think there was some material that could have possibly been left out. It took us, a little bit, maybe the 3 presidents or something like that. You could pick and choose what you felt would be a priority to take out. And one thing that I wanted, not anything to do about how you prepared your speech, but what I want to know is where I compared. And what kind of testing, or how could I know about this more? As somebody who works on stuff, I have to rely on how things go back together after I tear them apart. And I sometimes think I'm not very good at it. And if you tied some of this material to even one story about your law work and witnesses, I was kept thinking about a time I was a witness to a crime. And a police officer came up, "What did you see? What was he wearing?" And I said, "Oh, he was wearing a white t-shirt." And he goes, "No, he was wearing a brown jacket." I was that far off, So there's all that material too that could be brought into it. Excellent job. Thank you.
Thank you.